What's good, YouTube? Once again, it's the one and only OG Hollywood coming back at you with another Cellie story. Yeah, another Cellie story. But before I do anything, remember to push that thumbs up. That's the most important thing, is that thumbs up. So like I say, if you keep pushing the thumbs up, I keep serving these Cellie stories. However, and also turn them notifications on. I like to call this Cellie story here, man, Battle of the Swamps, right? Battle of the Swamps. Make sure you stay with me. Make sure you stay with me. So here we go, man. Turning out for work. You were turning out for work in them fields, man. And when I worked in the field, man, you had to go to work 2 had rain, sleet, or snow, man. And what they used to say then, rain, sleet, or snow, that line gonna go. It didn't matter. Rain, sleet, or snow, that line gonna go, right? And I never forget it, man. I was in four hole. And over the loudspeaker, this is what they say. 1, 2, 3, 4 hole, get ready for work. And I used to be sitting back like, damn, man. I so hope they don't call 4 hole per se. At that particular time, you turn out that back gate, man, that motherfucker was so treacherous, you already know it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot. You know what I'm saying? And I used to call them waves that you see, I used to call that them genie waves, right? You can see them motherfuckers so far away, you can be on another ranch and see the waves from the ranch that you own, right? But at the same time, like I said, it's rain, sleet, or snow, that line gonna go. Your ass gonna turn out for work. No excuses, no hiccups, none of that. You going to work, right? So anyway, I'm gonna try to paint this picture as clear as I can for you, right? And I'm gonna try to put you where I was at a particular time when I was in the swamps, right? So if anybody can just picture a motherfucking sewer hole, that's where I was at. Because going to them plantations, that's what was around there, right? Because you already know in prison, they have their own sewage plant, right? So when you take a shit, the shit go out into the river. And they go out into the river, the shit's so black and green that if you fall in it, just from the stench of falling, that motherfucker might knock you out, right? So check this out. So anyway, we turn out for work. And when we turn out for work, you got to go through this steel cage, right? And you go out for work 2 by 2. That's what they line you up in. They line you up in 2s, right? Go out for work, then you got to run down this motherfucking hill. I would say walk, but when I was that motherfucker, it wasn't no walking. You had to run to work, back to work. Only time you really walking is when you walking up on the water wagon. Other than that, your ass is running. You running to the cut. That's what they call it. Get up on the cut. So on this particular day, we was skinning it back. What I mean by skinning it back, if you got some grass up on the fence line, you got to get up there and pull that shit back until there ain't nothing but dirt. That's what they want to see, dirt, right? And 2 ways, if ain't no dirt there, your ass in trouble. And not only that, it's really harder when you the lead road. See, when you the lead road, ain't no telling what might go down because you done got so motherfucking institutionalized to where you think you running a real sport like you're in the damn army, right? I mean, that's just what it was. That's what they did. They played tricks on your motherfucking mind like they giving you some make-believe power. And I've seen many niggas get their ass whooped in them fields behind being on the lead road. trying to holler at somebody else, tell them what to do, especially if a motherfucker first get there, they don't know what to do. It's like trying to give instructions to a Chinese arithmetic to a motherfucker that ain't never been in the math class. That's what the lead role was like sometimes. So anyway, check this out. So we turn out for work, man, and we skinned it back, doing what we do. And like I said, your squad might be right here. You got another squad next to you. You're going to have another squad on the back end, right? But everybody putting in work. And you can hear a motherfucker singing, some niggas laughing, you know, because you got to make the best out of a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? You just got to do what you got to do till you get what you need, and that's freedom. And that shit didn't happen all the time. You know what I'm saying? So you had to do whatever, do whatever you had to do and try to goddamn maneuver around certain shit that came your way. And sometimes it wasn't no getting out of the way, right? So, matter of fact, let me go ahead and give a shout out to a motherfucker, man, that I had to battle by the swamps at, man. Motherfucker, we used to call him Africa. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why we called him Africa, because most people couldn't pronounce his name. And I'm one of them motherfuckers that couldn't pronounce his name, right? And like I said, I was in 4-hole, and at that particular time, he was in 3-hole, and they was working across the way, right? So anyway, man, we working, doing our shit, and they doing their shit, because everybody used to try to race in the squads, and they used to have, they had a nigga mentally fucked up down there. If y'all beat them out in the cut, or y'all get more grass than they get, you know what I'm saying? We gonna buy everybody in the squad paint ice cream. Tell them how many times that shit happened. Never. There's just some shit that they promised to you that the shit did never happen, because guess what? It was always an excuse made by the lawman. You know what I'm saying? At least when I was down there, I ain't get shit from it. Everything I got it like I live. Hard as a motherfucker. So anyway, Africa. Shout out to Africa, man. Shout out to Africa. So Africa decided to pick up a motherfucking rock one day. I don't know if the rock was big or the rock was small, right? But anyway, he decided to pick up a rock. Picked up the rock. This is what I found out later on. I didn't find out shit that day, right? I found out later on that Africa picked up the rock and slung the motherfucker across the field, right? But when he slung it across the field, somehow the nigga connected with my motherfucking ear. Yeah, he connected with my ear. And immediately, I fell to the motherfucking ground. Didn't know where it hit me, didn't know where it come from. All I know, it was damn near lights out. You know what I'm saying? So imagine you somewhere at a distance and a motherfucker pick up a foreign object and slang that motherfucker across the field. Bam! I'm gone. Don't know what the fuck going on. I don't know if a nigga done beat for me or I done fell out in this hot ass sun, right? But all I know is when I came to my feet, right? When I came to my feet, I had this motherfucker left on my ear right here. This motherfucker right here, if you can see it. This motherfucker right here. It's kind of like a dent. Yeah, shout out to Africa. Bitch ass, you left me with that long time ago. So anyway, man, I go up on the turn road, right? So like I say, I'm the lead road, man. So everybody like, damn, Hollywood, you all right? You all right? What happened? I wish I could explain what happened, but I don't know what the fuck happened, right? All I know is shit, foreign object hit me in my motherfucking ear, and I'm on one knee trying to figure this shit out, right? Motherfucking TDC hat went this way, and I went the other way, right? So lawman, he don't even know what happened. You know what I'm saying? So everybody trying to figure out what happened. So we go to, we go in for lunch, and shit, I go to the house, I go eat, go to the house. You can't stay in the house number goddamn 30 minutes. It's back to the plantation. So I'm in the house. So I'm laying down. I'm laying down in the bed, right? Bunk already hard as a motherfucker. And so I'm trying to prop the pillow up, all type of shit, man. So next thing you know, I get my mirror. You know what I'm saying? And I look in the mirror, my motherfucking ear looked like the elephant man ear. This motherfucker this big. I said, well, I be goddamn, man. What the fuck done happen, right? So anyway, but there ain't no excuse. You still going back out there and get that motherfucking grass, or you gonna fade that case. And I damn so couldn't do that, right? So go back to work. We in the field. So I can't lead the squad no more. So I'm striking now. I'm out there striking. Really, striking ain't nothing but you just, hitting the lick on the stick, man, just so you won't get no case and you turned out for work, right? So I'm out here striking until I can find out what the fuck done happened, right? So anyway, I'm out here striking, man, and it's time to go in now. We done been out here all these motherfucking hours. So it's time to go in, right? Go in, I go to chap, lay down. Go in, let me wind that back so a motherfucker won't think I ain't taking no shower. That's a goddamn lie. So go in, on the back slab, take a shower, go to the house, clack your boots off, go in the house, lay down. That's it for the day, cause once a nigga be in that sun for them hours, probably won't see you till the next day, right? So I lay down. And once I lay down, it seemed like it's work call again. So anyway, we turn out for work that next morning. Turn out for work the next morning, same procedure, 1 hole, 2 hole, 3 hole, 4 hole, right? So bam, we in the gate right there. So we in the gate, turn out for work. So boom, my pilot pull up on me, named G, out of Galveston. You know what I'm saying? Say, Wood, I know who hit you with that motherfucking rock. So I said, man, get his bitch ass up. I said, man, Africa hit you with the rock, man. So I said, okay, I got it. However, now, I'm gonna be straight up with you. Africa ain't no pushover, right? Motherfucking do push-ups from sun up to sundown. You know what I'm saying? And we already know how them dudes out of Africa is, man. You know what I'm saying? He about 5'5", probably about 205 step, right? And shout. So I already know it's gonna be some motherfucking wrestling involved. At least that's what I thought. It's gonna be some wrestling involved, right? So anyway, we come through the shoot. So now we working. So we out there working, man. On this particular day, we fucking with them collard greens, right? So we pulling greens. We got the green, we pulling green, my hand green, the motherfucker, and got mud on my boots. So we pulling greens, right? Anyway, I see Africa. I line him up. I said, say, let me holler at you, Africa. I used to call him A. I said, let me holler at you, A. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? You know what I'm saying? So I asked him, I said, say, man, let me ask you something. Did you throw a rock at the squad yesterday? Yeah, I did. I mean, he said this shit so proud. Like, like he's saying, fuck me, right? I said, man, you already know that shit hit me in my ear, right? Oh, man, that shit didn't hit you. I said, I'm telling you, shit hit me in my ear, man. He like, man, okay, so what's up? I said, I tell you what, we got to get that. We got to get that, man. And he already knew what I meant when I said we had to get that. In other words, for anybody that don't know what that means, that might be watching this video, shit, we finna squabble, right? So anyway, now that I thought I had something coming easy, cause he didn't have no pussy by far. You know what I'm saying? I done seen him squabble a whole lot of time. Like I say, he built like a motherfucking ape, low to the ground with a big ass nose, right? So I tell my partner, right? I said, man, I already know this hoe gonna try to wrestle, man. Whatever you do, don't let this motherfucker wrestle. You know what I'm saying? I got you, man. Cause for anybody know, man, penitentiary rules in effect, man. When you squabbling, man, ain't no wrestling. Break it up, get back at it, right? So I tell the law man named Mr. Taylor on the horse. I go get at him. I say, T, water break me in Africa, gonna get that, right? He said, well, let him holler at his boss, and y'all do whatever y'all gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I said, cool, man. He said, first of all, tell me what the shit about. All I did was turn around and show him my motherfucking ear. He said, what the fuck happened to you? I said, that motherfucker threw a rock at the squad. That's why I went down to my damn knees. He dropped me with a rock wade across the way, right? He said, shit, okay, y'all go ahead and get that at the water break, right? So we go to water break. You know what I'm saying? We go to water break. And what you do when you go to water break, ain't no certain motherfucking rules. You know what I'm saying? You can catch a motherfucking tying this boot, bend down there, get some water. You already know what it is when I say we're gonna get to that water break, right? So anyway, we go to water break, we square up, you know what I'm saying? Do what we do, boom, 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 you know. Like I said, he go to the wrestling game, you know what I'm saying? So fuck it, when he go to wrestling game, I ain't no motherfucking wrestler, you know what I'm saying? So they break it up, you know what I'm saying? So the shit broke up. So now I'm thinking it's all good, you know what I'm saying? Because I hit it right in that big ass nose and I cut this little piece up on the bottom so he leak it, right? I'm thinking it's over with. Nah, shit. Little I know it's a second round coming, right? And that's why I call this Battle of the Swamp Thang. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we go back to work. Go in, you know what I'm saying? That's the first half, we go in. In other words, I won the first round. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good with that. So we go in the building. Go in the building. And ain't nobody gonna do no tripping because it's black on black. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no ride, ain't none of that shit happening. It's just two motherfuckers that's getting their paper out there in that hot ass sun. So anyway, we go back out, second half, same thing. Back in the shoot, back to work. Back on the same cut, they next to us. So it's easy because we're gonna go to water break. They gonna go first, we gonna go last. Because they 3-hole, we 4-hole, right? But it's already cool with the laws that we said this is gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And then plus they ain't tripping no way because them hoes like seeing a good fight anyway, right? So but this particular time, we right up by that motherfucking sewage, right? We right up by that sewage. So we go on top of the hill right there. Keep in mind, we picking greens. So now my boots muddy, I got my pistols on. These motherfuckers full of greens. So now I gotta take these motherfuckers off just to get at him, right? So now we go up on top of the hill, let the water break, the sun hot and motherfucker beaming down, so I already know what's finna happen. If a motherfucker falls in this motherfucking green ass water, you know what I'm saying? There ain't no telling what's there might be snakes. And matter of fact, it might be some motherfucking them old black moccasins and water moccasins in there, right? So all that shit playing in your head, right? So anyway, we up on the hill. So we doing our thing, right? You know what I'm saying? And he getting his, I'm getting mine, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, it's kind of hard for me to get down at him because he's short. You know what I'm saying? And every time I throw something, he grab me. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that motherfucking, what they call that old wrestling shit. I don't know what the name of that shit is, but he wrapped me up. So I'm trying to throw up on him. I can't throw up on him. But guess what this motherfucker do? This motherfucker picked me up like a silverback gorilla. Threw me in this motherfucking green ass lake. In this green ass motherfucking lake, man. And he threw me in the green ass lake. Soon as I try to come out of the motherfucker, this how you can tell them niggas out of Africa don't give a fuck. Soon as I try to come out of the water, this nigga jump in the water. So now we in the motherfucking water, right? And here I am, I'm trying to goddamn, like I'm trying to swim the shore. Nigga, I ain't trying to fuck around in all this nasty ass water, snakes, nigga smelling like shit. I ain't trying to do nothing. I'm trying to get to dry land so I can do what I need to do. And that's get on your ass or you get on my ass, right? That didn't happen. Every time I make it to the motherfucking bank, right, this whole ass nigga pulled me back in. And when he pulled me back in, the nigga pulled me back in from the back. So finally, this nigga done goddamn me secured the goddamn lock hold on me now. So here he is, goddamn me, he got me from the back, one hand around my neck. Keep in mind, this nigga's about 5'5", 200 some pounds. So this nigga putting all this pressure on my tall ass. So now it seems like I'm going to the bottom of the motherfucking ocean. I'm steady going down, And every time, goddamn me, I try to bounce up for a little air. This nigga pushed me back down, right? I say, ain't this a bitch? This whole ass nigga trying to drown me. You know what I'm saying? And I said to myself, okay, that's when this shit just got real. You know what I'm saying? Although the shit been real. So anyway, that's when the gunshot go off. Bam! So when the gunshot go off, the nigga turn me loose. And when he turned me loose, we both go back to the motherfucking bank. We were so deep out there, they had to goddamn me throw a rope to get me in this nigga in, right? So when they get us in, we full of shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no doubt in my mind, we full of shit. I'm talking about shit all in the nigga head. Nigga done swallowed shit. All this shit, right? So keep in mind, that's why this nigga is from Africa. None of this shit didn't bother this nigga, right? For I know it, this nigga act like he was back in the goddamn Zimbabwe tribe. You know what I'm saying? So this nigga just took out running at me, tackled me again, man. So here I go. We rolling down the motherfucking hill, right? All I can see is this motherfucking shithole again, right? I said, fuck this. So I take the nigga, wrap his motherfucking head in between my motherfucking legs right here, right? And I'm gripping in the motherfucking ground, right? I'm gripping like a goddamn cat in the ground. Nigga, you got me fucked up. I ain't going back in this motherfucking water, right? So anyway, law man jump off the motherfucking horse. You know what I'm saying? The law man jump off the horse. Other law men jump off the horse. They break it up, right? So when they break it up, they ask me, is I'm through? I said, yeah, I'm through, man. I can't do this shit no more, man. Not that I can't bang no more, but nigga, I'm full of shit. Done swallowed this motherfucking water. Shit all in my face, all in my boots, all in my ass crack. You know what I'm saying? All in my fingernails. There's shit everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But this nigga still want to bang, right? He still want to bang. You got to keep in mind because the bridge of the nigga nose is cut. So he ain't going to stop until he gets some get back, right? So anyway, I said, man, it's only one thing going to stop this nigga ass is he going to knock me out or I'm going to have to knock him out, right? So bam, I tell the law man, let me get my composure, man. I can't do shit right now, man, because I can't even move. This shit done dried up. This shit is like Play-Doh on a nigga, man. So the shit stuck to a nigga TDC shirt. They ain't finna let's take no shirt off out there in the field. That's dead wood, tall grass, right? So anyway, I give him a composure. So now, me and the nigga get right back out there. So we get right back out there. This is the first time that I resort to some motherfucking wrestling. In all my years in prison, I ain't never wrestled no nigga, right? But I wrestled this nigga ass, because that's what the game called for wrestling match, right? So anyway, we get right back out there. So boom, I throw some shit, he throws some shit. Next thing you know, nigga done wrap me up. So now we rolling back down this same motherfucking hill to get back in this water, right? And the reason why we ain't moved, because if we move, they gotta move the whole squad, right? So bam, before we get to the motherfucking bottom of that shithole, I said, fuck this. I grabbed that nigga by his motherfucking neck the same way he did me. And when I grabbed him by his motherfucking neck, I put a super chokehold on his ass. Super chokehold on his little short ass. He couldn't go nowhere. So I'm choking him out. So now by me choking him out, I'm winning the motherfucking fight. So you know what happens when a nigga go to winning the fight, nigga zone out, right? So I'm zoned out. I can't hear a fucking thing. And the law said they was calling my name. Henderson. They calling my name, right? The only way that I released this nigga is the lawman ran up on me and grabbed me the same motherfucking way. Put the hold on me, slammed me to the ground, handcuffed me, and handcuffed this nigga ass, right? The cold part is this. Keep in mind, I told you a nigga ain't coming in that building, rain, sleet, or snow. That line gonna go. and we ain't quitting at 5 o'clock. So they put me and this nigga in the cage, right? And it's got a little bit of tree on top of that bitch. And we call it the steel severe. It's black on black. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why it's black on black, so when it's hot outside and that sun is out, that motherfucker is gonna beam right down on you and it's gonna toast your ass. That's your punishment for laying it down, right? And you get that same punishment when you get into it out there in the field and you don't stop, right? So anyway, man, we wait till the squads come in, man, they unhandcuff a nigga, bring a nigga back out the gate, and we going on in, shower and all this shit, right? And like I say, me and the nigga still stay on the same block. We just stay on different roads, right? So anyway, when we come in, man, I knew we was gonna have to get it on again, man, but just so happened, man, he didn't want to do nothing. And to be honest with you, I ain't want to do shit either, because the nigga wore my ass out, took me through the shithole, choked me down, and wrestled me down. I ain't have no motherfucking energy to do a motherfucking thing. But then it dawned on me, this nigga is from Africa, and I'm from America. And that's just the way they do it in Africa. All day, every day. So, like I said, man, it's hard, but it's fair. All I can tell a motherfucker, man, is squabbling and shit don't mix. So remember, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and like. And remember one thing, always keep your ass up around that shithole, because if not, you going in. Salute.